In the infinite dark sea of space, beyond the last whisper of sunlight, a lone traveler drifts silently. It isn't a spaceship with astronauts. It isn't a probe designed to return home. It's Voyager 2, an old but relentless messenger humanity, launched nearly 50 years ago. Most people assume that once it crossed the boundary of our solar system, it simply became a quiet observer. A machine whispering faint signals back from the edge of the void. But now something has changed. Voyager 2 has seen something. Something that was never supposed to move. Something that wasn't supposed to exist. For decades, its journey through the interstellar medium was uneventful. Just particles, magnetic fields, and silence. Until the silence broke. Until something deliberate, unmistakable, drifted in the darkness. Something that was moving with purpose. When scientists decoded Voyager's transmissions, a chilling realization spread across the team. What we feared, deep down, might actually be true. Voyager 2 had already passed the planets, past Neptune, past Pluto, past the heliopause, the invisible line where our sun's influence fades, and true interstellar space begins. Out there it was expected to drift quietly, recording fluctuations in space dust and radiation. But instead, it detected movement, not random, not natural, movement with intent. At first, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory noticed what looked like a blip in the plasma wave data, a spike that lasted only seconds. These instruments are designed to measure particle densities and magnetic fields, but this time the signal carried a strange rhythm. It wasn't just data, it felt like a pattern, not random, not natural. At first, engineers thought it was interference, maybe a glitch from cosmic rays, or simple system decay. After all, Voyager is nearly half a century old. But then the signal repeated, and then it grew stronger. That's when they realized this wasn't noise, it was a broadcast. Voyager 2 had recorded something alive. When the data was cleaned and analyzed, what emerged sent shockwaves through the scientific community. An object, roughly 500,000 kilometers from the probe, moving in a way that no asteroid, comet, or planet should. This object wasn't drifting, it was tracking. Its speed shifted slightly, mimicking Voyager's path, adjusting its trajectory like a predator shadowing prey. Never too close, never too far, just enough to remain unseen. NASA wasn't alone in its alarm. Independent astronomers, military space trackers, even classified defense networks confirmed it. The plasma density readings, the magnetometer spikes, the tiny fluctuations in Voyager's gyroscopic data, all of it pointed to the same chilling conclusion. Voyager 2 wasn't alone, and whoever or whatever was out there might not be friendly, but the most terrifying revelation didn't come from what Voyager saw. It came from what Voyager sent back. Hidden inside its regular telemetry was an extra burst of radio data. Voyager wasn't programmed to send this, yet it did. When decrypted, the packet revealed binary strings, and when those strings were plotted, visually patterns emerged, glyphs, spirals, intersections, loops, symbols that looked deliberate, constructed, not random. Some compared them to crop circle geometry. Others noted eerie similarities to symbols from early human history. AI linguists and astrophysicists analyzed the patterns. The results? Terrifying. The signal wasn't natural, it wasn't random, it was intentional. Something had hijacked Voyager's stream. Something was sending a message, and if that's true, then Voyager 2 wasn't just drifting in the dark. It had been noticed. The scientific community split in two. Some claimed this was the proof we'd been waiting for, evidence of intelligent life. Others weren't so optimistic. They feared this was surveillance, or worse, a prelude, and the timing made it even more chilling. Months earlier, Voyager 1 had transmitted similar anomalies. Back then, they were dismissed as static interference. But now, with Voyager 2's data, those signals were being re-examined, and the conclusion was horrifying. This wasn't the first time. Something had been waiting out there, watching both probes, for decades. More discoveries followed. Voyager's instruments captured electromagnetic signals structured with mathematical precision. Scientists performed Fourier analyses and found patterns deliberately altered. as though rewriting the basic frequencies of hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. The implication: the signal was speaking, and when researchers mapped the anomaly's trajectory, they realized it wasn't moving like any known object. Its path bent unnaturally, warping space itself. Every simulation failed, every explanation collapsed, and worse, the object seemed to move only in response to Voyager, as though it were listening, as though it were learning. Then came the leaks. A former JPL engineer revealed that the anomaly's energy disruptions resembled theoretical warp fields, similar to what physicists once speculated an Alcubierre drive would produce. Had Voyager stumbled upon technology light years beyond ours? One thing was clear. The energy wasn't fading, it was intensifying. And every pulse, every wave carried the same haunting truth. We are not alone. And we never were. Back on Earth, radio telescopes across Chile, Australia, and South Africa began detecting faint echoes of the same distorted frequency. They were buried in cosmic noise, but they pulsed in perfect synchrony with Voyager 2's transmissions. It was as if something was mirroring the probe, copying its activity. Analysts called it the phantom pulse. Attempts to locate its source failed, but it was undeniable. This wasn't a local anomaly. This presence was everywhere, and it wasn't hiding anymore. It wanted to be noticed. At this point, the question changed. It wasn't what is it became why now? For 50 years, Voyager drifted silently, ignored. But now, just as humanity reached a new threshold, artificial intelligence, quantum decoding, advanced space communication, this anomaly decided to answer. Coincidence or invitation? Some scientists believe it wasn't reacting to Voyager at all, it was reacting to us, waiting for the moment when we'd be advanced enough to understand, and now that moment has come. Governments imposed media blackouts, private observatories were silenced. Even some AI researchers were abruptly removed from projects without explanation. Behind closed doors, a single question echoed louder than ever. Did Voyager 2 make contact? Or did it awaken something we were never meant to find? Voyager 2 was meant to be a messenger, but it became something far greater, the trigger of a revelation. A revelation that shattered the illusion of cosmic solitude. A moving structure, mirrored transmissions, encoded frequencies. None of it fits inside the boxes of human science. Something, or someone, is out there. Not light years away, but lurking, in the shadows of our own solar system, watching, waiting, and the most terrifying part, they chose now to respond, not when Voyager launched, not when it left the solar system, but now when humanity finally became capable of understanding their message. The question isn't whether we're alone anymore. The real question is, what have we just woken up? Stay alert. This story is far from over. The next signal could arrive at any moment. And the next discovery might not just change what we know about the universe, it might change who we are.